Hey, welcome back to Mystic Messages. Today's message is about being a voice for the voiceless, whether that be an animal, an elderly person, a child, an abused person, or anyone who's afraid to speak their truth for fear of retaliation. The divine has given us all a voice for us to use and to speak our truth. And when we don't do that, we allow others to speak truths for us, whether we agree with them or not. Unfortunately, many of us fear being ridiculed, being maligned, being harmed by simply using our voice. You have to remember, if we all use our voice in unison, we can make change. And that's what the powers be fear most, our voice. Let that sink in for a second. When you see an animal being abused, you walk by and say nothing. Now, I'm not telling you to go and interfere when you see the abuse happening right in front of your face, but you can go make a phone call in that situation without fear of retaliation from the person that you're reporting. Because that poor soul, one of God's innocent creatures, has no voice. So it's up to us to be the voice for them. If you see elder abuse of any kind, child abuse of any kind, again, you're obligated to use your voice. It's what the divine expects of us, to be there for each other, to be a unified force. And when we all learn to do that and communicate, you'll find that the world will become a much better place. So let that sink in for a second. Look within your heart. Do you have the courage to use your voice? Or would you prefer to be stifled by those who don't like what you have to say, especially when it's true? You know, the saying goes, the truth will set you free. And it's true. I mean, there's nothing truer than that, actually. When you speak your truth, no one can harm you. And that's just a fact. And the divine and the universe will always have your back. This is why the universe has, in its infinite wisdom, at this time, selected certain people, such as myself and many others out there. And we've been given a task to do. And let me tell you something, it's not easy. But remember, if I can do this, you can do this. There's nothing special about me. My connection with the divine isn't unique. We all have that ability through meditation, daily practice, uh, and living basically a good lifestyle, and following the basic set of rules out there: not to harm people, not to lie, not to steal, not to cheat. And when you see those things, don't be afraid to speak against them, even if it might not be popular. It doesn't matter. And what matters is what you do. That's the bottom line. And when we can all get that on our head, we'll find that we can create the utopia out there that we would love to see in our minds, but we have to do the work. And unfortunately, the dark voices are a lot louder these days. But again, that can change, but only through us. Unified force is like a hurricane. It could take down and challenge everything. And we all have that hurricane within us. We just have to find the courage to do so. So I'll leave you on that thought. And, you know, hopefully together, and as these videos of mine start to improve, because as I mentioned earlier, I am a writer, not a public speaker, and this was a very difficult task for me to do. However, I'm doing my part, and if I could do it, again, anyone can do it. Wish you all a good day, and thanks for stopping by.